So Leo, your week commencing the 9th of June forecast has somewhat of a paradox threaded through it, I feel. In terms of the full moon at the heart of the week, you could find yourself needing to just balance the needs of different people and be perhaps a little bit cute about how you reclaim a little bit of space for you, the individual, that's the moon in Sagittarius, whilst keeping the goodwill of others on board. So some time management and some deft diplomacy around your social world, potentially. But in a bigger picture way, the fact that Jupiter joins up with Mercury on Monday in a very psychological part of your scope and a more reflective area, and that brings in an energy which is going to last for the next near to 13 months. But they're clashing with Saturn and Neptune. Now they're in a part of your chart which is very much about truth, but the 12th house is an area that sometimes we can be reluctant to either look at awkward issues or perhaps painful events from our past, but you may find that you will have to engage with those over the next year. But the paradox is that Mars in your sign is clashing with Uranus, and that clash reaches a peak on a Sunday, just as Saturn and Jupiter forged their fourth direct square of the last year. So it could be a very intense week, but Mars, in a way, is asking you to stay strong and present a very prideful and confident image. But the clash with Uranus may make it difficult to disguise any frustrations you have. Also, Venus, now at the very top of your chart, is fabulous if you're trying to cultivate some new contacts professionally. But her square with Pluto means that if you try a little bit too hard with the diplomacy, it could be seen as being a bit off. So the key with this week, I feel, is not to get too caught up in the more assertive, obvious parts of manifesting your confidence. It's more about trying to stay in touch with the fact that all of us, every single human being, has our vulnerabilities, has our weaknesses, has our worries, but that's okay. And if you stay with those, that will help you to keep it a little bit more real. If someone frustrates you, if a situation isn't going quite as you would like, to understand in some ways perhaps why they're being like they are, because the emotional dimension is going to be an area that grows hugely for you over the next year. And sometimes when we just get caught up in being defensive, very assertive, pushing back on any challenge, we actually miss the opportunity to grow and actually evolve a relationship or a connection into something more meaningful, because we just get people withdrawing, not speaking, not really solving the issues. So pride, as they say, goes before a fall. So it is very important this week to work on the humility side of situations, but just know there could be some issues or strands from your past that are going to come back into your situation in a powerful way over the next year. And if you can grapple with those head on, you're going to benefit from Jupiter's transit through Cancer better than others will who resist it. Thank you so much for joining me. My new website at patrickarundell.com is really beginning to take shape. Please join me there. You can get your free daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, general, love and Vedic horoscopes, and also enjoy my stunning three-card tarot. And with year 2025 absolutely whizzing by, you can take advantage of my very unique offer. You can order your personal transits forecast for 2026 now, and I'll give you the rest of this year free. I'll also give you 30% off, but you'll critically get your life roadmap report. This helps us to understand the patterns that are played out in our lives so far. You'll gain searing insights, but also an intimate understanding of how to work with those energies more successfully future forwards. And with the forecast, time your moves impeccably. Please see the link below for more.